What's going on, everybody? It's Aurora coming at you with a brand new video, and tonight we're finally covering new cards again. And these are cards that have technically been known for at least a couple of days now, I believe, but it was just now uploaded to the YG org because the translations were a lot smoother, the artwork was a little bit better so you could actually see the text, and also it's been like a long time since I made a review video, so I decided I might as well hop on this. There are two cards coming out of the Valuable Book EX4, some OCG product. These are some promos, and one of them supports the Gold Sarcophagus of Light strategy coming out of Legacy of Destruction, based on like the retrains of Yugi's old cards, as you can see here. And another one is a support card for Yubel, and it's a new fusion, which is really nice, because Yubel is actually starting to focus on fusions now, and I really like that. And so I'm going to be covering both of these individually in two separate videos. I will be linking each in the annotation of each other's videos and in the description as well, because I'm going to try to have these up around the same time. So these videos won't be super long, but with that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. So heads up, I kind of just completely lied. I'm going to be covering both cards in this video, thanks. In this video, we're going to be covering the new Summoned Skull card, and it's Archfiend's Arrival. So of course it's an Archfiend card, which is actually really cool. I know every time a card comes out that mentions Archfiend, there's people on Twitter that like absolutely jump on it because they'll take anything they can get at this point. But it's a level 6 Dark Fiend effect monster with 2500 attack and 1200 defense that says you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If you control Gold Sarc of Light, you can normal summon it without attributing. If it's normal or special summon, you can target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it until the end phase, but if you did not control Gold Sarc of Light, that monster cannot attack while you control it. Also, other monsters you control gain 500 attack during your turn only. Well, I'm not really sure how I feel about this card. The fact that it says you can normal summon it without attributing instead of saying special summon is probably the biggest thing here, because you'd rather use your normal summon most of the time in this deck on the tricolor gadget, which is the one that searches for Gold Sarc of Light or a spell or trap that mentions it, so you can grab cards like Ties of Friendship, but Ties of Friendship, while it can summon your other monsters from deck, such as your Silent Swordsman and Magician retrains, it can't summon this card because it can only summon 4 or lowers, so this card feels like a bit win more, like if you already have access to this stuff and you don't need to summon tricolor gadget. Like, the effect is decent that you can take control of a monster, but a lot of this stuff locks you out of using your extra deck really, except for like just cards that mention Gold Sarc of Light, so you can't really make too many good plays out of it unless you control the Gold Sarc of Light, which you probably will, obviously. And honestly, I think the like third effect that gains attack isn't going to be super relevant. I mean, true, they do have a bunch of things that let you swarm the board, and so you will be able to go for OTKs more consistently with this, but again, the problem is getting this card out super consistently, because quite literally looking at it, there is no card here in the deck that can special summon the Archfiend's Arrival. Like, you have to just normal summon it most of the time unless you have some other card that would special it, and so I don't really feel like it's consistent enough. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, I think I might as well just cover the other card as well. Maybe it'll push me to mid-roll ads, I don't know, but it's mainly just I didn't really want this video to be like 2 minutes long and the other one be 2 minutes long. So let's go ahead and dive into the Yubel card as well. This is Phantom of Yubel, and that's a really cool artwork there. It's level 9 Dark Fiend fusion with 0 attack and defense. It requires one Yubel monster and a Fiend monster with 0 attack and defense. Really good for the Fiend pile with Dark Beckoning and Summoning Beasts and stuff. And it must be special summoned from your extra deck by shuffling the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard into the deck or extra deck. It cannot be used as fusion material, and you can only use the second effect of this card once per turn. It cannot be destroyed by battle, also you take no damage from battles involving it. And when your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can tribute this card. That effect becomes your opponent destroys one Yubel monster in their hand, deck, or field. Ooh, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, now that I think about it, this card's kind of insane. What? So, keep in mind, the Yubel stuff on its own isn't amazing. When you combine it with, like, the Unchained and the Summoning Beast stuff and, like, all these other Fiend pile Link stuff that a lot of people in the OCG are playing, you can actually see a lot of success with it even already, and with some of the new Yubel stuff, like the new Field Spell and stuff that's coming out over there that we haven't gotten yet. It's already doing really good, but with this card, it kind of just makes the deck insanely cracked. So mainly it's the fact that you can shuffle the cards from hand, field, and or grave to summon this card. It's not just on field, and you're just getting those resources back, and you're getting a card that lets you not only be a really good endboard piece, but also play through cards like Nibiru that would otherwise be a really big hindrance for the deck. Keep in mind, not only is it negating something basically, like quote-unquote, but it's also letting you extend further by popping your Yubel cards, which can be from anywhere, by the way, so if you have one in deck that you don't have access to yet, you can just get that for free, but that's also going to trigger like a bunch of different effects, so this card can actually be ridiculous. Like, honestly, Hero, especially considering that Yubel is, like, tied in with Hero, would absolutely kill for a card like this, not gonna lie. I think this is really nuts. I can't wait to not get it until it battles a legend next year. But alright, y'all, with that out of the way, what do I think about these cards? So, pretty funny contrast here. I think Archfiend's Arrival is kind of mediocre, definitely like a one-of in the deck, because like stealing is pretty good and the attack boost is solid, but having to normal summon it to really get value out of it does not feel great. I don't know, Gold Sark players, let me know in the comments if I'm missing something that you can special this card much easier with, because otherwise I feel like it's not going to be amazing. But I think this Phantom Yubel card is ridiculously strong, especially in a deck that's already going to be really solid coming out of Legacy of Destruction, Being able to negate Nib and be a really solid endboard piece that also extends your plays. Really great there, but I don't know, that's just my opinion. Let me know yours down in the comments below, because that's gonna do it for the video. If you liked it, please sure to leave a like, as I'll put this video and the channel into recommended. And if this content was like it, like the rest of my reviews, I'm gonna try to pump out more reviews. I keep like skimping out on them. Then perhaps consider subscribing, because we're gonna do 10,000 subscribers by the end of 2024. Not to mention, it supports the channel more than anything else, and it's absolutely free. Also, be sure to turn on notifications. Also, you want to support me directly while getting some awesome TCG merchandise in the process. Check out Tapio cards and link down below. Use code Aurora5 for 5% off your purchase at checkout, and support me financially. But once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. This is Aurora, signing off.